Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. I hope that y'all are doing well. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Oh. Hi, Bomb Bomb. I like your name. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. Welcome to Command Your Day. Hop on in. I hope that you're doing well. Ronaldo, good morning to you. Welcome to the room. Hi, Rosa. You are early. You are on. You're awake and ready. Good morning to you. Who is that? Kenesian. I hope I said that right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. Edison, good morning. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Macho, good morning and welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. I hope that you are all doing well. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Pastor Ishmael. Good morning. Welcome to Command Your Day. This is our time together where we use words to breathe life into our day. So if you are looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. Hit the follow button. Use the link in my bio to join my community, the Commanders community. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. Good morning, Ready, Set, Glow. Good morning to you. So hit that, my profile picture. That will take you to the link in my bio. The very first option, good morning, Fortitude. The very first option says Commanders Community. Go ahead and join my community. You get valuable insights and resources there. Good morning, V.S. Smith or V. Smith. Good morning, V. Smith. Good morning to you. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Now, let's get right into it. I won't be long this morning. Allergies are taking me over. Like, it's driving me crazy. And I'm trying not to take these things, right? Allergies are driving me nuts. I never used to struggle with allergies, but within the last year or two, it's just been a problem. Like, I walk outside and my face is burning, my throat is burning, and everybody's cutting their grass right now, so that drives me nuts. I do need to cut my grass too. I need to call my lawn guy. But allergies are driving me crazy. Hi, Lilia. Oh, it's the same with you? Man, I never used to struggle with allergies. Like, I would hear people all the time talk about allergies, and I'm like, okay, because I didn't understand it. Like, okay, sound like you have the flu, but okay, it's allergies. But now it's driving me crazy, driving me nuts. And I can't take it because now I can't take the Surge Tech because I got things to do. I got to wait until later. Before I go to bed, I'll take that. But then I need nasal spray. I need eye drops. But hey, we're going to get through it. Okay. You as well. Yeah. Good morning, Liz. Allergies. I can't with it at all. I sound like I got the flu and I don't. Good morning, Aline. Good morning, Lady T. You as well. This allergy situation, it has to go. Like, I can't with it at all. But we're going to get through. We are going to get through. Like, yesterday I had to put a mask on to go outside because every time I went outdoor, I came back in sneezing. My eyes are burning. My skin, like, as soon as I get in the house, like, I have to go to the shower and wash everything off of me because I can't stop sneezing. Yeah, you thought you had the flu. Yeah, that's what it feels like. But it's allergies. It is. Good morning, Vanessa. All right, so let's get into our gratitude check-in. Thank you, Lilia. Let's get into our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. Good morning, Teeks. Good morning. Drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. Is it life, health, and strength? Good morning, Liza. Good morning to you. Is it our family? your business, your job. What are you grateful for today? Go ahead and drop that in the comments. We want to stay in the mindset of abundance, life, health, and family. Ooh, I love that. Good morning, Dorothy Clark. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. God being God, family, and stillness. Ooh, that's powerful. I love that. That's powerful. My life, this community, and strength. Awesome. Love, peace of mind, and family. Ooh, I love them. I love them. Good morning, White Collar. Thank you so much for following. Good morning, JMB. How are you? So we're doing our gratitude check-in. We want to stay in a mindset of abundance, so we're focusing on what we already have, things that we already have and experience. We're grateful for that. Mercy, grace, and quiet time. Ooh, that quiet time piece is so good. God's blessing, family, and life. Ooh, I love it. God, peace. Ooh, I love it. Good morning. Good morning to you. All right, so we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. So let's reiterate that promise that we've made to ourselves. Type in the comments, I am making bold moves this year. I'm making bold moves. I'm not waiting. I'm not saying, oh, next year I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm not qualified. Oh, they don't think I can. No, I'm making bold moves. I am. We're not discounting ourselves. We're not allowing fear to hold us back. No, we're making bold moves. Yes, we are. Yes. Thank y'all for typing that. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, Vanessa, you got to give me an update. Let me know what's going on. Where are we? Let me know. Let me know. You got to give me an update, okay? Yes, I am making bold moves. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly. Let's pray, and then we'll get into the rest of the agenda. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. 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 Hi, Chio. Good morning to you. So that is our prayer from the 23rd Psalm. That is our prayer. So let's keep it moving. Yes, yes, ready, set, glow. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for all the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so let's keep it moving. We're going to move right into our affirmations. For those of you who don't have a copy of the affirmations, DM me, send me a message. Someone sent me an email yesterday. I believe that you got it because I did see the confirmation of your sign up. So please check your email. In that confirmation email should be the affirmation. So the person that sent me an email yesterday, I saw that you got into my community. So it should be, the affirmation should be in that confirmation email that you got. All right. So for those of you who don't have it, send me a message. Let me know that you would like a copy of the affirmation. So here we go. I'm going to read through it. You're going to repeat it to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Just tells me that you repeated it to yourself, okay? Good morning, Smith09. How are you? Got to give me an update. Let me know where you're at, and if you need my help. All right, send me an update. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. And today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So that is how we position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. Again, if you want a copy of these affirmations, please DM me or send me an email. Reach out to me and I'll tell you how to get a copy of these affirmations. All right. They're very powerful. Very powerful. So let's get right into our word of the day. Let's do that. For those of you who are new here, we're working our way through a list of words. We have like 2 more lists to get through, and then we will have the manual ready for you all to purchase, and then we can go through it together, right? Go through it together. I think, what's the title I settled on? The Bold Move Manual, right? The Bold Move Manual will be ready for you all to pre-order. I got to set that up. I'm going to set it up on the link in my bio so that you can pre-order. Yeah, I got to put that on my to-do list. I will. All right. I will set it up so that you can pre-order. All right. So let's get into it. The word of the day is initiative. The word of the day is initiative. Let me put that on my to-do list so that I can set up the pre-order. Initiative. All right. Yes. All right. Pre-order for the manual. Put that. Initiative is the word of the day. Yes, initiative is the word of the day. Good morning, T. Good morning. Hi, Danny. Good morning. Yes, initiative. Latasha, good morning to you. Initiative is the word of the day. And here, hi, Natalie. Here is the definition that I went with. Taking the first step or action in a process, or demonstrating the ability to do something without being told. I love that. I got to read it again. So taking the first step or action in a process, or demonstrating the ability to do something without being told. Now, the fact is, aim to do. Oh, I love that. Yes. The fact is, only those who take initiative will take charge of their destiny to become a trailblazer, right? Another truth is that opportunities don't always knock twice. Some opportunities don't knock at all, right? Doors don't always swing open by themselves. Sometimes you've got to step forward and push the door open yourself. Now we're talking about bold moves, right? That is our whole mantra for the year, that we're making bold moves. So sometimes you've got to step forward and push the door open yourself. But there's a lot of back work that needs to be done before you get to that space, right? So you got to get the mindset work done. You got to get the heart work done. You got to build up your skill depending on what type of door that you want to push open, right? So make sure that you're doing the back work. Make sure that you're working out a plan. When I get through this door, Here's how I'm going to show up. This is what I bring to the table, right? So we're not just pushing the door, going in, and then we're like, ooh, what do I do? No. There's a lot of back work that you need to do. And this is not on my notes, but somebody needs to hear it. There's a lot of back work that you need to do before you push that door open, right? Before you push that door open, make sure you have a plan. Make sure that you did the mindset work. Because if you're the one pushing that door open, you're taking the initiative to push that door open, you best believe that there's somebody in there that's going to tell you you don't belong here. Who told you you could push that door open? But if you've done the mindset work and you have a plan, you know how you're going to show up, you understand the value that you bring to the table, you're going to stand tall. You're going to stand tall and defend your effort that you put in to push that door open. All right? I'm the somebody that needs to hear it. Okay. All right. So this is not on my notes, but I got to tell you, when you push that door open, when you take the initiative and you're like, you know what? I am not staying at the same level. Let me build up my skills. Let me work on my mindset because I want to go to the next level. And if somebody's not going to open the door for me, I am going to open the door. But when I get in, I'm going to stand confidently and say, here's the value that I bring. Here's why you need me on your team, right? And you can do that. You can do that. All right. So sometimes you're going to have to step forward and push the door open yourself. All right. Don't be afraid to do it. Okay. Don't be afraid to do it. All right. So that's what initiative is. Moving without waiting for permission, affirmation, or perfect condition. It's seeing a need. I need to go higher. I need new opportunities. Right? Seeing a need and stepping up. You know what? I'm going to apply for this position. Usually they don't offer it to people in my department, but you know what? I think I can do that. Let me apply for this promotion. Let me have a sit down with my boss and say, hey, I'm interested in this. Here's what I bring to the table. Here are the insights that I have that can really benefit you in this area. You got to be bold enough to show your value, okay? We're talking about bold moves. This is our whole mantra for the year. So you got to be ready to do it. So initiative is seeing a need and stepping up. It's having a vision and acting on it before you feel ready. Initiative is how ordinary people do extraordinary things. For you to take initiative, you must start with a vision. That's why I say that, okay, you have this desire. You can see yourself in the position. You can see yourself sitting at the desk. You can see yourself serving a higher level of clientele, right? You can see yourself. Good morning, Miss Melissa. How are you? Right? So that's the vision that you have. So now you're going to take initiative. Let me apply. Let me make known the value that I carry or the solutions that I have, right? Because a lot of us, we have solutions locked up inside of us and we're afraid to put it out. We're afraid to make the first move. We're waiting on somebody to discover that we have value. Good morning, Burke Boys. We're waiting on somebody to discover the value that we have. Sometimes you're just going to have to put it out there. Here's a solution that I have. Here's the value that I can bring to you, bring to your team, bring to your organization. Sometimes you're going to have to take initiative and do that, right? But it first starts with a vision. Starts with a vision. Without vision, people also always sit still. They sit still, they don't do anything, they don't try to move forward because there is no vision. There's no vision. We're talking about initiative. Initiative is the word of the day, right? So you got to have that vision of where you want to go, what you want to end up doing. You got to have that vision. Nobody moves, nothing gets done without a vision. What do you see yourself doing in the future? What type of income do you want to make? So start there. Where do you want to live? That is the vision. The thing, the complete work in the future, that is the vision. And then the mission becomes what you're doing to get there. All right, I hope that is clear. So the vision is the finished work that you see in the future. And then the mission becomes what you do to get there. And you got to take initiative to do the mission, right? To work the mission so you can live in the vision. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. So you got to start with a vision. Because without a vision, excuse me, y'all, allergies are just working me. So without a vision, people sit still. Nobody moves, nothing gets done without a vision. All right. So when God shows you something, hey, you can live in this neighborhood. They need you in this neighborhood. They need what you bring. They need you in this organization, right? That elevated position, that promotion. You are needed in that spot. So when God shows you something, whether it's a business idea, a change that needs to take place in your family, maybe it's a ministry opportunity, a way to serve, that's your cue to move. That's your cue to move, right? Take initiative and move. Vision without action is a fantasy. Fantasy. A lot of people stay in that phase of, I can see myself doing this. I can see myself launching the organization. I can see myself starting the organization to help youth, but there's no action behind it. Thank you, Teeks. Thank you for the roses. There's no action behind it. They never take initiative. So it becomes a vision year after year after year, but you got to put action to it. You got to take initiative. Okay, what are the first 3 things that I need? What type of legal documents do I need to get this organization up and running? You've got to take initiative. So vision without action is a fantasy. That's all it is. Or an illusion, as some people would say. It's an illusion. Vision plus initiative births destiny. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. It births destiny. So God gave you the vision. Hey, here is what you can accomplish. Here's what your life could look like. So you now have to take initiative, right? Add initiative to that vision, and then you birth destiny. You birth that thing that you saw, like the finished work that you saw. You living there, you owning it, you running it, right? You sitting at the desk. Yes, faith without works is dead. So you got to add initiative to that vision that you have. All right? You don't have to wait for a green light from the crowd. Because again, that is usually the thing that holds us up. We're waiting on a green light from the crowd when you've already gotten a go ahead from God. It's your season. It is your time. Move towards this. He has already given you the go ahead, but you're waiting on the green light from the crowd. You got to take initiative. Go, move, start. All right? Start it. Be bold enough to act on the dreams that you have, the goals that you have, that He has placed in your heart. Because again, it wouldn't be on your mind, it wouldn't be on your heart if it wasn't possible. If it wasn't possible, it would not be on your heart. All right? It wouldn't. And I know it can feel scary. I know it can. I've had my fair share of feeling scared about starting something because it's way out of my comfort zone. Like for me, I would just stay in my house and just don't do nothing, don't go nowhere. For me, I know I talk a lot on here, but I'm truly an introvert. I am. But I understand that my calling and what I have to do, my life purpose, requires me to talk, requires me to put myself out there, requires me to show the value that I carry, right? So yes, I'm an introvert, but I love to study. I love to read. And the thing is, I can't just hold on to that stuff because it's not just for me. I got to teach, right? So I know that taking initiative may feel scary. It may feel scary. And yes, moving or taking initiative does require some level of courage, but you can do it. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. It's risky, but you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Yes, you risk failure, you risk rejection, you risk me being misunderstood, because a lot of times when we're trying to do something or make a bold move, like the people who are closest to us won't understand it. They won't understand what you're doing, especially when you're growing out of a level that you have been for a very long time. And you've made a decision that, you know what, it's time for me to move up. It's time for me to aim higher. I want to accomplish more. Most of the time, when you have that desire and you take the initiative to do it, the people who are closest to you won't understand it. So you risk being misunderstood, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I can tell you that it's worth it, because you're going to learn and accomplish so much that you can come back and help them. Those who want to be helped. All right. I'm not telling you to come back and drag people who don't want to move, who don't want better, who don't want to go higher. I would not tell you to do that. All right. But if you come back with the help and there's someone saying, okay, I want the information, I want to grow, I want to go higher, you give it to them. You serve them. But for those who don't want it, don't force it on them. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're setting up yourself for disappointment. You're setting up yourself to be pulled down by people who don't want to go higher, don't want more, right? So take the chance or take the risk of being misunderstood and do that thing that you know you have to do. Then you come back and help who want the help. All right? All right? I know that the risk of failure, the risk of rejection, risk of being misunderstood is the reason why a lot of individuals don't make bold moves, but we're shifting things. You've got books in your name. Congratulations. So happy and proud of you. I do. I do have books. They're all on Amazon. Thank you for looking me up. All right. So I know that these risks are the reasons why a lot of individuals don't make bold moves, but you got to do it. You got to risk it, right? You got to risk it. So included in that risk, right? So a lot of people say, you know what? I don't want to fail. I don't want rejection. I don't want to be misunderstood. But in that risk, you're risking missing the moment, missing your opportunity to move, missing your opportunity, your time, missing your pathway that has opened up for you, missing the passageway to your next. If you decide to stay still because you don't want to risk failure, you don't want to risk rejection, you don't want to risk being misunderstood, but you're also risking the moment in time that has opened up for you, right? You risk missing the time period because there's some open doors and some breakthrough that only come maybe once in a decade. Maybe once in a decade. And if you miss that, you won't get it for another 10 years. So we can't risk missing the moment, missing opportunity, missing the passageway that opens up for us because we're saying, oh, you know what? I don't want to fail. I don't want somebody to reject me. I don't want my family to misunderstand what I'm trying to do. How about you take the risk, take the moment in time that has been opened up for you, that has opened up for you. Take that risk so you don't miss your time. How about you try that, right? Yes, if God brings you to it, he will bring you through it. Yes, indeed. And for those of you who are in that space, I want you to think about, thank you, Miss Melissa. I want you to think about the story of Daniel, right? The story of Daniel. He kept getting promotion, opportunities kept coming his way, and there were people who came against him. But God made sure that he was covered, right? God made sure that he was protected, even in the lion's den. And that is what I always think about whenever opportunities come my way. And I'm like, man, I don't know. This is scary. This is a lot. This is a lot of responsibility. The Lord always brings me back to the story of Daniel. Always. He's going to cover me. He's going to make sure that I'm protected. even those who are plotting and planning behind me. And even if I end up in the lion's den, I will still be protected. Right? So if you're in that space where you're afraid to make a bold move, you're afraid to go after a major goal, you're afraid to fail, you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of being misunderstood, think about Daniel. Think about him. Right? He was protected, he was covered even in the lion's den. So even if you end up in the lion's den, you will be protected. All right, so don't miss your moment. Don't miss your time. Don't miss the pathway that has been opened up for you to go in, right? And courage doesn't mean that you're never going to be scared. You will. It's something new, something that you've never done. You're challenging yourself. So there will be a little bit of hesitation there. Thanks for reminding me that. Yeah. Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. Someone said something up here. Have a vision, have been on a mission. I need a platform, struggling with that. DM me and I'll help you with that, okay? Said that you need a platform. That's one of my specialties. So DM me so I can help you with that. CYNT, that's your tag. DM me and I'll help you with that, okay? Indeed, wanted it more. So send me a DM. The person that is saying, okay, yeah, send me a DM and I'll help you with that. For those of you, you have a vision, you have a mission, but you struggle with setting up a platform, that is actually one of my specialties. So send me a DM and I'll help you with that, okay? All right, so keep in mind that every great leader, every history maker, every giant slayer had to step out before everything made sense, or before they understood the full pathway that they had to walk. And you can do the same as well. When you take initiative, you trigger momentum in your life. And remember, we talked about momentum yesterday, that momentum breaks barriers, right? Momentum breaks barriers. You need momentum to push those doors open, because they're not always going to open by themselves, but you need momentum. Action leads to clarity. Action leads to opportunities. Sitting still creates doubt. You sit too long, you ponder on it too long, then you start doubting yourself. You played that thing over in your head too many times, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm going to wait until next year. And the same thing happens next year. Before you know it, we're 5 years down the line. Thank you, Miss Melissa, you as well. Thanks for stopping by. Before you know it, we're 5 years down the line, and you're still processing this thing, turning it over on every side in your head, and then doubt kicks in. So sitting still creates doubt. Moving forward creates doors. And you got to be bold enough to open those doors and step in. All right? And sometimes God is just waiting on you to start. He's waiting on you to start, to take initiative and start. He can meet you with the provision, the connection, and the favor that you need. We talked about gatekeepers yesterday. God has them strategically set up for you, but you got to move to get to them. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, I made very clear that gatekeepers are not always negative. No, they're not. There are good gatekeepers. People who are strategically set up to open doors for you. All right? It doesn't always happen, but there are good gatekeepers out there. All right? God has them strategically set up, but you got to move towards it. You got to take initiative, get up and move. Move towards that vision, move towards that goal. Taking initiative activates miracles in your life. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Don't wait for people to validate you. Take the first step. God will meet you on the way. God will meet you on the way. And God meeting you on the way comes in different forms. It could be a person that you just don't understand. Like, why does this person carry me this way, right? They're always looking out for me. It may not even be somebody that you've known all your life. It could be somebody that you just met on the way of going towards this goal, on the way of working the mission. You meet someone and they carry you in such a way that it has to be God sent, right? They open doors for you. They look out for you, right? They make sure that your vision comes to fruition, right? So those are the ways that God can meet you on the way. It may be a person, it may be a message, like you hear something that just totally transform your vision and your focus, and you're able to push forward. You're able to keep going. So it may come in a message, may come in an opportunity that you didn't qualify for. You didn't have the right connection to get there, but God met you on the way and it came in a form of an opportunity. But you have to take initiative to get there. You have to. So today, make a decision. No more waiting. No more second guessing. No more hiding. You are a difference maker. You are a territory taker, right? We're pushing those doors in, right? Putting that new resume on paper today. Enough research. Yes, I love that for you. Do it. Do it. We get stuck in that research phase, but no more. Put it on paper today and get it out. And I'm believing that God is going to make a way for you. I'm believing that God is going to put your name on the top of the pile for a position that on paper you may not be qualified for it, but because the favor of God is on you, Dragonfly Girl, your name will be on the top of the pile and they will call you with an opportunity and an offer that will blow your mind. I believe God for you. I believe God for you. So no more research. Put it on paper and send it. Put it on paper and put it out there. All right? I'm believing that God is going to do something supernatural for you. All right? Yes. Yes, you all join in agreement, because there's power in agreement. When we agree on a thing for each other, there's so much power in that. So no more research, because if you do it too long, you're going to start doubting yourself and doubting the possibility of it. Put it on paper and put it out there. God is going to show up for you. All right? He's going to show up for you. All right? So no more waiting, no more second guessing, no more hiding. You are a difference maker. You are a territory taker. You are a light bearer, right? And light doesn't ask for permission to shine. It just shines. It just shines. All right? And I think I'm going to add these to our affirmations. Yeah, sitting still creates doubt. It does. It does. If you sit there too long, you're going to be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I'll do it next year when things are better. So many times people have said that. I've said that myself in the past. I have. So I know it to be true. All right. Good morning, Michael. How are you? All right. So it's up to you to decide whether you're going to sit back and wait, or will you take initiative and move towards your next big, bold goal. And if your goal is to make bold moves, then you will not sit on the dream, right? Yes, light doesn't ask to shine. It just shines. It does. God did it for me with my promotion. I promise. Yes. Yes, indeed. Lady T, she just got a promotion. Yep. So get that resume done today and put it out, right? All right. So if your goal is to make that bold move, don't sit down on your dream. Don't delay your destiny. All right? Don't delay your destiny. Move forward, and heaven is going to back you up. Heaven is going to back you up. And I'm telling you from experience, I got a promotion before that I did not apply for. I know somebody who was training for that very position that they gave me. And I felt so bad for him because he had spent weeks training for the position. And they came and offered me that didn't train, that I did not express any interest in the position. everybody came to me. Now that's the favor of God. That's the favor of God. So I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience. Somebody was training for the promotion, training for it. I mean, he spent weeks, and I got the promotion. I got the promotion, and I worked that job until I moved here to the U.S. So I'm telling you, get that resume done and put it out there. All right. So type in the comments, I am moving. I am moving. I am moving. We got to take initiative. Yes, supernatural breakthrough in the name of Jesus Christ. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, I am moving. I'm taking initiative and I'm moving. No more sitting down and waiting. No more. Nope. No more. No more. I am moving myself. And again, when I get on here and I teach you all, I'm also encouraging myself that I got to move. I have to move. I have to take the initiative. I got to reach out. There's a list of individuals that I got to reach out for this new product that I have coming out. I have to reach out to these individuals, right? And I have to make my proposal and say, hey, here's a value that I carry. Here's how I can help you get to the next level. So I have to take initiative, right? They're not coming, knocking on my door. So I am taking the initiative to knock on their door, step in the door and say, hey, here's what I bring. Here's how I can help your organization. Here is my track record. This is what I've done. This is what I've accomplished. And I can help to do the same here. I'm taking initiative myself. So I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing. All right. I know that this product can help organizations. And they're not going to come knocking. So I have to push that door open and say, here I am. I got the solution that you need. All right. Now, it takes faith and confidence to move in that way, but I believe that God is backing me. So I'm going to do it. All right? I'm going to do it. I'm definitely going to do it. The first time I discover your page, I feel blessed by your words. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for showing up. All right? So success belongs to those who take initiative and trust God with the rest. So the word of the day is initiative. The word of the day is initiative. No more sitting down, no more waiting. No, we're going to take initiative and we're going to move forward. Move towards that vision. Vision is the finished product, the finished lifestyle that you want to live, right? The finished goal that you want to accomplish. The mission is what you do to get there. So you got to take initiative and work that mission to get to the vision. All right. So let's set our intentions. Let's set our intentions for today. Continue to let God use you. Oh, thank you so much. I will. I most definitely will, because he has never failed me, never disappointed me, never let me down. So I will continue. Yes, Jose, initiative is the word of the day. All right. So let's set our intentions really quickly. Let's do that. Think about the goal that you're working on right now. What are 3 things that you can do today that will get you 3 steps closer to that big goal, that big dream that you're working on? Grab the Dreamer's Journal. You can get a copy like this on Amazon, or if you want the e-version to this, the link in my bio, it's there, the Dreamer's Journal. This is your accountability tool that you can use to get to your next big goal. All right. So it's going to help you to map out, keep you focused on what the big dream is. What is the big goal that you want to accomplish? Right. And then it's going to keep you focused on the 3 tasks that you need to do to get to this big goal right here. And you work these 3 goals, these 3 tasks until you get here. I like to share the story about someone that used this very same system to start her trucking business. So every day she woke up, trucking business is the big dream. What are 3 things that I need to do today to get to this goal? All right. What are the 3 things that I need to do today? So every day she woke up, she knew what 3 things she had to do to get to this big goal. So the big goal stayed on her mind. And this is the science behind vision boards, right? You keep it in sight, you will achieve it. You keep it in sight, your brain will come up with ideas and things that you need to do to get to the big goal. That's the science behind it. That's why people do vision boards and put pictures of the thing that they want to accomplish, is that the brain will start to come up with ideas on how to accomplish the big goal. That is the science behind it. So if you've ever been wondering, why do people do vision board? It's a science. You stay focused on that thing and your brain will create ideas on how you can accomplish it. Test it out if you've never done it. So with this accountability tool, helps you to stay focused on what your next big goal is and what are the 3 tasks that you need to do every day. If you work this system, I promise you that next goal is going to become your reality. All right. So you can grab a copy of the Dreamer's Journal, whether on Amazon to get a copy like this, or you can get the e-version of it with the link that is in my bio. It's a small investment. You spend more than that on lunch or on breakfast, right? You spend more than this, that the amount for this journal on breakfast. And this is going to help you to get to your next goal, the Dreamer's Journal. So you can get a copy like this on Amazon, or the e-version of it, you can grab it on the link that is in my bio. All right? So that's how you set your intentions every day. That's how you set your intentions every day and work those tasks until you get to your big goal. All right? Now, if you need further assistance, you need my eyes on your goals. You need my strategies, my tools, my execution tools that I use and that my mentees use. Then you can, the name of the journal, the Dreamer's Journal. Or you can just type my name in, Anika V. Brown, and it will pop up for you. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you want my eyes on your goals that you're trying to accomplish, you need a system that I use in my own life to execute, to cultivate the mindset of we're unstoppable. We're going for these goals and we're going to accomplish them. Right? If you want to get into my mentorship program, the Action Accelerator, the link is in my bio as well for the Action Accelerator. We are going to have a live mentorship session on May 31st. Live mentorship session. So if you want to be in the room with me and my mentees, you got some really big goals, you don't know where to start, you don't have the execution tools, you want to be in a room with me, on May 31st, we're having a live mentorship session. So it's not just a live session that you get all the pre-recorded lessons that is already in the program. Okay? That's your birthday. Oh, that's my daughter's birthday as well. That's my daughter's birthday. Oh, that's so amazing. Huh. Okay. I'm using the journal every day and I can already see the shift. Awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that. So for those of you who were hesitating about getting the journal, Lily is saying that she used it every day and she can already see the shift happening. So again, you can grab your copy on Amazon or you can use the link in my bio. Live mentorship. Who said that? Bold Axios, send me a DM, okay? You want to be a part of my mentorship, send me a DM. Let me know that you got that. Send me a DM, Bold Axios. Send me a DM, okay? I'm Jamaican, but I live in America. Can you write in the digital version? You're going to print it out on iPad? No. Lexi, I'm going to figure out how to do that. But the digital version that's on the link in my bio, you have to print it out. Okay? You got to print it out. I believe that there's a way to do it with the Amazon option for digital copy. So I got to figure that out. I have to add that to my list of things to do, Lexi. But that's a great idea. For the person that asked about mentorship, I need you to DM me. Okay? You want to be a part of the live mentorship session? I need you to send me a DM. Send me a DM. All right? Ooh, I'm way over my time. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly. If you have any questions for me, you can DM me. I do respond to my DMs. You can DM me, you can send me an email, and I will respond, okay? Take the first step, get ahead of other people. Yeah, no worries. I'll get a copy of Amazon. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Happy to meet you there. Please don't. That's not what this platform is for. You don't have to send me your number because I'll probably never call. But you can stay here and interact with everybody that's in the comments. That's fine. All right. But for those of you who want to be a part of the live mentorship session, send me a DM. Okay. Send me a DM and I'll get you set up. Let's make some decrees. I'm way over my time. Let's make some decrees. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What we speak is what we will see. So we are very intentional about decreeing all powerful things over our lives. So I'm going to decree for all of us and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right. You're going to type, I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we are blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we are blessed with success and with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. Again, if you do not have a copy of these affirmations and declarations, send me a DM or send me an email and I will give you the instructions as to how you can get a copy. These things are so powerful. As I was going through this, I'm reflecting. So my oldest, he started a new job and he just sent me his breakdown of his pay that he's getting. I'm telling you how powerful these declarations are, and it's important that you're decreeing them over yourself and over your family because you're going to see results. Okay? And it just blew my mind, like, yeah, he's doing very well. So decree over yourself and decree over your family. It's very important that you are doing that. All right. It's very important. If you want a copy of these declarations for yourself and for your family, send me a DM. All right. Send me a DM so I can tell you how to get it. There's no charge for this. All right. There's no charge for it, but use it. I use it over my family and over myself, and we're seeing results from it. Thank you so much. You have a great day as well. All right. So couple things. If you want to work with me, send me a DM. If you want a copy of the affirmations and declarations, send me a DM. If you want the e-version of my journal, it's on the link in my bio, or you can grab a copy from Amazon. All right. Just DM me if you have any questions and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you, Lilia. You as well. Thank you. So take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things today. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase, because anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Thank you. I'll take some Zyrtec later when I get home. Can't take it right now because I'll be drowsy. Yeah. So let me know if you need Thank you. Let me know if you need a copy of the affirmations and declarations. All right. Have an amazing day. Remember, the word of the day is initiative. Go, move forward, start it, put it out. All right. Don't stay stuck. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. You all have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow, same time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time.